Hey guys, it's Jake here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at and show you how to install the Dragon Eye Amber side markers. This light is going to have two LEDs, one on this side and one on this side. It's going to be pointed forward and backwards. The difference between this light and other lights is that this light is going to have an amber lens with clear LEDs. Now you do have an option on etrailer.com for a clear lens and amber LEDs. Just pick which one suits you best. Now if you are needing to pick up some side marker lights for behind the rear axle, they're going to need to be red, and we do have those available at eTrailer. Now these lights are going to be weatherproof. The lens and the housing are going to protect your light from any water damage. These LEDs are also going to last 50 times longer than your regular incandescent lights, so you're not going to have to worry about replacing any brittle bulbs or anything like that. Now these side markers are going to have a polycarbonate housing and lens, so any of those rocks that come out of your tires or anything like that, they're going to hold up to it. Now I want to provide you guys with a couple of measurements. From outside to outside on the width, it's going to be 2 5/8 inches. From the two mounting points, center to center, is 1 15/16. And from top to bottom, it's going to be 1 1/4 inches. Now these LEDs are going to provide you with a brighter light with less power output, and they are going to be SAE and DOT compliant. What we're going to do is we're going to upgrade our incandescent side markers to LED side markers. So let's go ahead and get these old ones off. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut your existing power wire as close as you can. Pull it out the bottom so we can work with it. So these are the lights that we're going to be replacing our factory incandescent lights with. It's going to have 2 holes where you're going to put your self-tapping screws. Now on our trailer here, we're just going to go ahead and use the hole that our bolt was in before, and we'll just have this extra hole next to it. Let's go ahead and get it in place. So we'll just go ahead and feed our wires through. Line up your light. So with this install, you will have to provide your own bolts or self-tapping screws. Today we'll be using a self-tapping screw. Let's go ahead and get that in place. Now you want to make sure you don't tighten down too much because this is plastic, so you don't want to break it. Now with that second screw in place, we're ready to get our wires together. Now because we'll be putting a second side marker light about 2 feet down the trailer, we're going to have to run a power wire with the factory wire. But if you're not, you just go ahead and slide this over your factory wire and crimp it down. Now we are using heat shrink today so that the water or corrosion or anything like that is less likely to get in there. Next we're going to take the power wire that goes to our light. It's going to have a green stripe on it. Slide it in the other end and crimp it down. Now we'll go ahead and take a heat source and shrink our butt connectors down. Now we went ahead and put a heat shrink ring terminal on the end of our ground. Take a self-tapping screw and our drill and get it up in place. That heat shrink on that ground is just to give it a little bit more protection from the elements. Now we're going to go ahead and test this light out before we run our wire to our second light. That's going to do it for our look at the Dragon Eye Amber Lens with LED side marker.